Most people don't know that the Coast Guard's operating in the Middle East. We have over 300 men and women assigned to patrol forces Southwest Asia in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Our main mission is maintaining security and stability in the Middle East.
We are the patrol forces out here. We are the primary surface asset across the Navy and the Coast Guard.
In the last 2 years, the Coast Guard has transitioned 6 fast response cutters to Manama, Bahrain to be forward deployed with Patrol Forces Southwest Asia. Part of that is disrupting the flow of illicit material from Iran to the other malign actors. In general, when the Coast Guard goes out, we tend to find something. On the night of November 7th, 2022, we identified a radar contact that we were a little bit interested in.
So I get out of bed and throw on my glasses and I go up to the bridge, and sure enough, there's contact there on our camera and on radar that the deck watch officer had been monitoring. And so they get me up to speed on what they're seeing.
So it didn't necessarily look like the other fishing dhows that we had seen. It may not have had the same kind of fishing gear.
The way that it was transiting was against the normal traffic pattern that we see in the specific area where we interdicted them. And then in addition to that, they were riding very low, looking like they had excessive amounts of cargo on board. And then they also had a very small number of crew members on board, which is something that we typically see that is indicative of illicit trafficking or illicit narcotics trade.
And so we decided that we want to take a closer look at it and got our boarding team ready to launch.
We didn't really feel like we had the opportunity or the time to wait until daylight, and that it was crucial that we boarded the vessel at night.
The boarding team got ready. We waited in the small boat, like waiting to get launched, just waiting for the moment.
And when we conduct boarding operations, all 27 crew members are involved. We have the boarding team, the people driving the small boat, the people driving the cutter itself, people transferring gear, getting weapons ready. Everybody has a job when we conduct boarding operations.
We finally get permissions. We launch the small boat, come alongside them. Even though they were aware of our presence at this point, like no intentions of slowing down or allowing us to embark. We directed their crew to the front of their boat, got full accountability of them, and the boarding team came on board. We got positive control of the crew, pilot house, and engine room.
They found 4 crew members, and when evaluating the cargo manifest, they found that the cargo did not match what was on that cargo manifest.
There are at least 1,000 of these 50-kilo bags that say urea fertilizer on them. And as soon as I got on board, the master comes up to me and he's like, "These are concrete. We're just, moving some concrete around." Now, clearly it's not true. And then their manifest was didn't have the right amount of people on board. We finally moved all the bags, got in the cargo hold. Lo and behold, more bags, just hundreds. It's probably 7 feet deep, 20 feet wide. And as we continue to move these bags, we noticed like some of them are a little different. We got to look inside a couple, and they were like triple bagged with humidity packs of a finer like substance in it. So from that point, obviously we know like, all right, they're moving some stuff they shouldn't be.
So he gives me the radio call, which is always the best call to get. And it's usually like, "Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be here for a while." I'm super nonchalant. And when that happens, it's so exciting.
And then we started digging a little bit deeper, found that these crew members were from Yemen, and that this cargo was likely explosive material that was transiting from Iran to some malign actors in another location.
So yeah, we were able to identify that they were carrying 70 tons of ammonia perchlorate and 130 tons of this urea fertilizer.
And we maintained that boarding throughout the night and into the next morning, when the USS Sullivans was able to arrive on scene and lend a hand to assist us. There is a lot of illicit and illegal material that's traveling on the high seas. I'd like to think that we're pretty good at what we do, and that we have a dedicated crew on board who is, determined to, contribute to this mission and come back with success.
I love working with our crew. I love my job. I really do. It is so rewarding. I mean, it's hard work, and having a great crew is so important. That morale is what gets you through.